It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Seattle Seahawks. And we are underway from SoFi Stadium. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
And what I loved about meeting with him before the game was talking to a guy who takes ownership of his performance. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions last week, but all he focused on was the loss, okay? And he did say, if I change my stats a little bit, not necessarily for me to look better, but that'll help my team.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Off play action. Hood. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or the... Kevin Stefanski consulted with his guys above, and they've told him, throw that challenge flag. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So for Kevin Stefanski, a smart decision to throw the flag. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Brendan, lest my eyes deceive me, I think they found a matchup that they're trying to exploit here, don't you? I mean, that's the second time they've gone to him here on this drive.
Yeah, opening drive. It's a tone setter, right? I think they're going to be looking his way a lot.
Yeah, and I think that the way things are going right now, they like him as a featured receiver. Let's see what kind of adjustments the defense is going to make to try and take that away.
Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Operating from the gun. Hood. He's going deep for Brown. And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And we get a glance here at their leader, the man who will be calling the plays under center.
I know teams always talk about having a 24-hour rule after a game, and eventually we end up rolling our eyes. But it works both ways, right? 24 hours if you win, 24 if you lose. But, boy, it's a fun 24 when you win the game. And you win NFC Offensive Player of the Week, isn't it?
Absolutely. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. And again, they'll go right back to the fullback. And the window closes closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. To throw on third down, Fox.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off at the 35. And the return will stop right around the 25. So, CD, his very first pass of the afternoon intercepted.
I know that's a major surprise for any quarterback because, look, let's face it, no one thinks about throwing interceptions. But think about all the warm-up that we saw, right? Every pass he threw wasn't a single interception because, oh, that's right, there were no defenders out there. A little bit different when there's live guys out there chasing the football.
So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game. Partner, just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season, the playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but there's that special one there. I say they go get him.
So first and goal now from the 7-yard line. Looking to throw. Hood. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Rams on just 2 plays have taken the lead.
We're still in the first quarter, but it's apparent they're going to have to come up with a different defensive game plan for him because right now he's kind of having his way against that defense and has added a touchdown to the list. How do you slow him down? They're going to have to mix up some coverages, maybe change who's guarding him.
Extra point attempt to come here. It's up, it's good, and the Rams take a 7-0 lead. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. There he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And he'll look to rebound from the early interception that led to 6 points the other way.
And when he threw the interception and he had to come to the sideline, I guarantee his first thought wasn't about the interception itself, but what could result. And I know he was thinking to himself, come on, defense, bail me out. Well, they weren't able to in this situation. Now he's got to go out and atone for it himself, but he can't force things.
And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Off the play fake. Fox. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way in, touchdown, Seattle. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
Yeah, and this is one of the best runs you'll see. A lot of times on these long touchdowns, you'll say he gets into the end zone untouched, but not here. He fought his way through contact, and it barely even registered, and he just continued down the field all the way to the end zone.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. LA set to take over again on offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A first down run, not going to get them a whole lot. Maybe a yard. And it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9. Off play action. Hood. And the Seahawk defense gets to him and they bring him down. They got to figure this out. They got to figure him out. 4 sacks last week. Now 1 in the first quarter. What do they do?
Well, great pass rushers usually have a go-to move, but the best pass rushers, they have counters to their go-to move. So they'll show you that. Then when you adjust, they counter it and still get to the quarterback. And you don't pile up that many sacks. What do you have, 4 in the game last week? Without having some go-to moves with counters.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
Here comes the Rams punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Meanwhile, down in Dallas, an update from there. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Fox. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want to catch the football first.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception. On 2nd down now, it's Hawkins. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw. Fox. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. Throwing on 1st down. Fox. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. And man, Charles, talk about zinging something in there. Those gloves, they help with one-handed catches, the fun stuff. Any padding for a rocket like that?
One would think so, but I'll guarantee you this. After that throw, his hands will hurt later. Not right now in the moment. He's just feeling good about catching it.
Yeah, a little stinger, but a touchdown. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. That time a 6-play drive. And it all culminates with a Seattle score. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Taking it about the 1. And able to get this out to the 25.
The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. To throw on second down. Hood trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and he can't do it all on one throw.
Now the ball now going back over to the Seattle Seahawks offense.
Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they could very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. Fox. And he fires one incomplete. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. He gets it to Sims, complete. And he is not going to get to the marker as they stop him short at the 14. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So out now is the Seattle field goal team. And his kick here is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for them, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Hood. And he's got his big tight end here. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 31-yard line.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
This, the second meeting between these 2 division rivals. You might recall they met earlier in the year, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. The throw over the middle taken in. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 1, 17-7 is our score. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
hands it off out of the gun.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
Good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
In 2nd and inches.
Sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
And sometimes all of your best laid plans of play design, your X's and O's, they can't always account for individual effort defensively. And this was one of those times. Just a terrific play to hustle over there and get the running back to the ground.
And the top speed he attained there, according to Next Gen Stats, 21.3 miles per hour.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again. Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Hood. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Hood. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
Let's go, baby.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and put the down marker back to 1.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Hood. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards. A 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd.
But nothing takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Back to throw. Hood. He wants it all for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And his kick is indeed good. And they're back within a touchdown at 17-10.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. And he's looked pretty good. Does have the 1 interception, but 2 touchdown passes so far. Your analysis.
They'll take the offset. When you talk about throwing 2 touchdown passes, no one wants to see an interception thrown, but those things happen in the course of a ball game and over the course of a season. But throwing 2 touchdown passes, that's why the team has an advantage. That's what they're looking for more of.
They'll be hoping to make it a 3-to-1 ratio here in the second quarter. Now a man open down the middle of the field and tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. On third down, Hawkins. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
He's going to look deep down the field. And this one is incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. From the gun, Fox. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. The Seahawks send out their punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get him back into the ball game or into the lead. In these situations, I remember playing with a quarterback once where he actually ran out onto the field first ahead of everyone else just to say, guys, let's go. Try and create that energy, create that spark.
Well, so far he has 1 touchdown, 1 interception. He'll be looking for that 2nd touchdown now.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Hood. And he's got his man on the out route. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A big play there on the catch and run.
Well, it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is a receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
2nd and 12. Back
to throw.
Hood.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
The Rams on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
Looking to throw.
Hood looking for the end zone. And this one dropped in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. They've got the lead. He's a big reason why. Looking sharp so far.
And as we travel around the league, we see quarterbacks get it done in a variety of ways. But today's NFL does tell us one thing. If that guy doesn't play well, their team's not going to win. And right now he's got his team in the lead.
And now they'll look to extend that lead. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down.
And he is going to be taken down. They got him. As that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Coming up at halftime, I'll go for one personality. That's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando. The coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth.
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
The Seahawks send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. And here comes a big tight end as he gets set for this next drive. And we peek at some of his work from this game where he's nearing 100 yards.
And haven't we gotten pretty close in this game nowadays in the NFL to almost taking labels off of the tight end position? These guys now can be the #1 option in an offense, and that never used to be the case. So now how do you even match up with them? Cornerback, safety, linebacker, all 3 will have deficiencies against the best tight ends in the game.
Clock continuing to roll as the Rams try to get going again.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. This is caught. It's Brown. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Back to throw.
Hood.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Throwing on 3rd and long.
Hood.
He finds his man, complete. It's Palmer. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Rams are going to jump back in front.
Now it's a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And that one gives them a 3-point lead. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And the result for the Rams, a touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Seahawks going to take over now late in this first half. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range.
On first down, Fox. The throw taken in by Sims. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will tie things up as we head toward halftime. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. Happy New Year, everybody. Welcome into our EA Sports Halftime Report. A busy final day of the regular season, so let's get to it. We'll begin out west at Levi Stadium in Santa Clara. And it's the 49ers who are out in front with that game closing in on halftime. The 49ers trying to finish that one off and claim victory. Next, we head off to check out another game. And they were winners in that one as they take care of the visiting Chicago Bears. The Bulls needed a strong finish, and they got it, as the victory there caps off a 12-5 regular season. Lastly, let's get you to Charlotte, North Carolina. Check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium. And they've got the lead in that one over the visiting Atlanta Falcons. The Panthers trying to gut this one out as it would be a good victory for them if they could get it. Continuing on, here's a look at the next-gen stats in that first half, and they've had plenty of success throwing the football so far this afternoon, as they're on pace to throw for over 300 yards if their form holds. Meanwhile, for the Rams, they too were able to take advantage of a soft secondary, as both of these two teams really threw the ball at will in that first half.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Fielded just outside the goal line.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he'll go out of bounds all the way down inside the 35.
What a tug of war this game has been. A tie at the half, I remember when I was playing, my coaches always talked about the first 5 minutes of each half. That's where you can gain the momentum and seize an opportunity. We've got one team in position to do that right now.
The Seahawk offense set to go to begin this third quarter. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
To throw on second down, Fox. Dancing to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking off.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. A give to the fullback on the dive. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. Facing a 2nd and 3. Ball on the 10. Looking to throw. Fox. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
I know we often laugh and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Extra point right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. A drive there of just 4 plays. And the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. Throwing on first down. Hood. Got a man. It's Brown. And he'll be corralled right around the 34.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that, bro?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then it curls back inside for the completion.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun.
Hood. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Hood. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the 1st, right around the 42. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that 1st down, but that's a nice job holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
Here comes the Rams punter now as he's on to kick it away. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory.
Yeah, we will get another look at Seattle's offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25.
And the Seahawks first down.
On first down, it's Hawkins. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Back to throw. Fox. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times, tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on, and the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
A CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
And this came from the edge, and those pass rushers, they have so many tricks of the trade to get around blockers. They have a lot of tools in their kit. This was pure speed and athleticism on this play, though, and they could barely get a glove on him before he got the quarterback on the ground.
And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long.
57's the mic. Watch 57.
Looking to throw.
Hood. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here comes the Rams punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. He's played well. Good first half. He's continued that here in the 3rd quarter. But my question, when you're a head coach, What do you look at stat line-wise for your program? Do you go right to turnovers?
You really do. As much as coaches don't want to talk about that, that's where it starts. When I played in college, our first rule for every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. And that's kind of how they judge you. Do you take care of the ball, not turn it over, keep it in the proper hands, and give your team a chance to win?
That's what he's done here in this one so far.
He'll layer this one out deep for Sims.
And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A big connection on that one. 38 yards.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? The guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route well run, and the football right on the money.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Back to throw. Fox escaping the pressure right. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. So a quarterback scramble, certainly a pass play, but he saw something, tucked it, and got in the end zone.
A lot of quarterbacks, when they scramble, they're scrambling to create more time to throw the ball downfield. In this situation, as you noted, he tucked it and took off. Great play by him.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And a 9-yard run on the end of it. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This taken in at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Hood. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. How do you think he personally is evaluating his game so far? He was pretty good in the first half, been good so far here in the 3rd quarter. He's got to like it, right?
Not looking for the dramatics here. Not trying to set the world on fire in terms of stats. It's almost like you're driving. Hands at 10 and 2, alert for anything out there, watching for trouble on the road, and making sure you get the team home.
The bus driver. See if we can drive the bus here again on this drive. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line.
a gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Fox. Throw left side complete. That's Sims. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
On 1st and 10, Fox. He'll find his man on the comeback route, complete. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36. From the gun, Fox.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
It's second down and 10.
Back to throw again. Wide open receiver, complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 12-yard line.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
They'll look to throw again. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
A gain of 5.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
From the 7, it's 2nd and 5.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And it's caught.
Fox's pass. Complete to number 3. First and goal at the 1-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the fourth. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. It's the fullback. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks stretch this fourth quarter lead even further, and they are closing in on win number 12 of the season. So an important touchdown right there is now they're really beginning to pull away.
Yeah, and this was a tight game until not too long ago. But since then, they've hit the accelerator. And they pushed the lead up to 3 scores here in the fourth quarter. And I don't see them looking back.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession.
And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
On first down, Hood. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
To throw on second down, Hood. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. The Rams on 3rd down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. Here it's 3rd and 3. Back to throw, Hood. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
It's now 4th down.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. It's tough to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Throwing on first down, Hood. Fighting his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
A gain
2nd and 6.
Off the play fake.
Hood.
Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. The Rams on 3rd down. They've had a lot of chances, but not much success, converting only 3 times. This will be 3rd and 6. And he comes back with one complete.
And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Hood. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 32-yard line.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. We don't want this.
Looking to throw. Hood. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
7 yards, the pickup there.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Hood. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and
Back to throw. Hood. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. This likely a must-have. 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Hood. Touchdown! A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Rams have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Point after try forthcoming. And the lead will be cut down to 14. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Hawkins, and able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
They'll keep it on the ground. Hawkins. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 41 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, Fox over the middle into traffic, and that's complete.
To number 8. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd.
3 yards remain for 2nd down. Back to throw. Fox. He finds his man, complete. That's Manning. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 38-yard line. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. So the false start will back them up 5. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
Looking to throw. Fox. Open man here. Sims complete.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. On the give, this is their fullback. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
This is where, 4th quarter, you got the lead, you give it to the big guy. Defensively kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
Well, you say that with accusatory tones. I mean, but you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about, but as a defender, 4 quarters worth of trying to bring people down, 4 quarters worth of pounding, and now late in the game, here comes that big guy coming at you, and a lot of guys are wondering where they want to come up and make that tackle at this stage of the game.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
On 2nd down, it's Hawkins. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd. The Seahawks on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun, Fox. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And down to the 7-yard line.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. From the gun, Fox. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. A great effort there. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Seahawks have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes. Carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Now the Rams offense getting the football back.
After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 19-yard line.
To throw on 2nd down. Hood. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
From the gun on 3rd down. Hood. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Sets up 4th down.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And try to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short. And he is short. He needed 2. He only got 1. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. On 1st down, it's Hawkins. Open space inside the 10. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So definitely a good day's work throwing the football. Very good day's work. A 4 touchdown passes. They're really pouring it on.
Yeah, and so much for going into clock mode after getting that touchdown, right? Because you would think with the lead, 4th quarter, they might actually do that. No chance. They've kept attacking and got another touchdown pass as a result.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28. A nice, tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only 1 play to score it.
Taking it about the 1. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. And the LA offense ready for this next possession.
And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st and 10, Hood. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the 1st down sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Back to throw. Hood. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Hood. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
It's 4th down.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll try and run with their fullback. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
He was brought down at the 26.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
Here we go. Blue, 32. 24 is the mic. Now watch run.
They'll run on 1st down. Hawkins. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Watch the ship.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Seahawks, a win here in Week 18 means they'll finish off the regular season at a very strong 12-5. And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for L.A., it will indeed be a 10-loss season as they wrap up 7-10. And I think you have to say, ultimately, this was a team that really underachieved.